What you want to see is where will the market go?
Welcome to the world of the 714 method,
Go
where
up
fortunes are made in the blink of an eye.
or will it go down? You need to build the consistency, the habits. So if you fear losing money, then you have a big problem. I don't make money when you lose. You will not make money when I lose. And you will not make money when anybody loses as well.
Many famous traders have risen from nothing.
Luckily, because Mali ayingekho vele.
Proving that with passion and perseverance, you can too. But it's not just about quick wins, it's also about risk.
And money has nothing to do with your emotions.
Forex, or foreign exchange, is the largest financial market in the world, with trillions traded daily.
Show that whatever they're doing, each and every effort that they're applying, they must not lose hope. If you see profit, withdraw it. Profit, withdraw, you do something with that.
There's levels to this shit, man.
Indirectly compounding strategy would say, whatever profits I make, I move. Whatever profits I make, I move. If I blow, I fund. And because the second time you're funding with profit. If you trade Bitcoin like how we trade with Forex and gold, it's easier for you to follow the fluctuations. 714METHOD or miyenza kanje, I'm selling. If yenza kanje, I'm buying. So psychologically, preparing yourself for what is coming, it's better than you being there trying to train yourself at the time.
Are you ready to join the 714 method revolution? Start your journey today.
Got the code. Success is on the road. Trading every hour.
We're gonna be giving away
Money starts to shower.
Membership, free books. We're gonna give you. We also have we're gonna fund the account of one person here with $250. We're also gonna fund the account of 4 people with $100 each. So listening will help. We also have. We're going to give away 2 714 books, 714 method book that goes with mentorship of 10K. The mentorship is worth 10K. So whether you're going to get for free. But it's all about listening and making sure you take notes. Do we all understand? Do we all have questions before we begin? Our guys are going to circulate water. If you find the toilet, mawuphuma la uzobona ikepisi lo ndlela igisa toilet. We do have free t-shirts. We're going to be giving you guys free t-shirts, but the priority is going to be our VIPs. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with the warmest of heads, with the warmest of hearts, this guy has worked a lot. He has written a book. He's an author of a book called 714 Method. He has mastered the strategy of trading called 714 and many more, but he focuses on this one called 714 because he want to make every one of you rich. He has done seminars all over South Africa, your Pretoria, your Cape Town, your Johannesburg, KZN. Njengamanje, he's focusing on KZN. After these seminars, the KZN is going to move to Amayama province. Tomorrow we are going to UPMP, but today Nina is special because it's la eThekwini. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together for the one, the only, Mr. 714 Method, Mr. Mashaya Albert.
Everyone knows a secret, a method in your hands. Trading with precision, changing all your plans.
10 is 10, right? So I keep my word, you act upon it. Right. So, speaking to Mashaya Vetimtetwa, the most rudest mentor ever, but I regard myself as a straight talker. So we are all gathered here today to learn, to be informed, to relearn, to correct, to redirect for awareness of information. Um, Most people, they think that they are due to respect. Most people, they think they are due to be, nice to. Like you think that everybody should be nice to you, and you feel like it's your right, but that is not true. As humans, the most important thing in life is knowing what you want, and the most part of your life is trying to get there. And how do you get there? You may get there by your own. Sometimes you may need people of which you're going to meet that will lead you to the right path. If you're going somewhere you don't know, you ask for directions. Nowadays it's better because we have navigation, but it can also get you lost sometimes. The location is this side and they need to land you on the other side. With that being said, it means knowing what you want and knowing where you're going. When it comes to motivation, of which is what I'd like to start my sessions with often, and I don't plan my sessions, like I never plan anything. I can't. Even if I try to create a proper structure in writing, eventually it fails off. So that's why I just do them. Now, in life, it is very important to know what you want. Because if you know what you want, ironically, you also know what you don't want. You may not notice that, but it's true. So, knowing exactly what you want, it also means that you are a very focused person. If something you are doing doesn't suit your motive to reach your goals, it's easier for you to redirect. Sazwan, this. Right. Khona sengikhohle khona umuntu osuke eGoli la uyalate or wayizi uthi uhamba ngebhasi or nangibaba la phambili. So ngazimshayela ihlombe. As I said, it takes ukuthi you need to know what you want. And the second question is how bad you want it. How bad you are. You may want something, but do you need it? Yeah, do you need it or you just want it? So if it means that what I do at this location has a potential to make a person move from a different location to where I am, then it means what I'm doing is there. And sometimes I know when it comes to Forex, we have a lot of negative talks in regard to the earlier people who were so-called mentors based on their actions, based on what they've done. But when I came to this in my realization, I have seen that most people, they misunderstood what Forex is. As a trader's perspective, what Forex is, on a broker's perspective, what Forex is, on a business perspective, because there is these different areas. And in my own study and realization, throughout all these areas, there is no point whereby there is a necessity to take people's money. There is no point whereby you are forced to make any payments. And the only people who make you to get scammed or who scam you are people on the ground. Because in order for a broker to reach to the person, they need someone who's already an influencer. And these days it's even worse because they just look at who's more garrulous on social media, who are people following more. They just take that person, hey, go do this, we're having a seminar, go talk about Forex trading. They take a person who doesn't have knowledge, who doesn't have experience, who doesn't have passion, they're just there for the money. So they are money driven. So that's a different drive. Now, as often I say, if you've watched my earlier seminar, that in this business of Forex, no one has to lose. By that I mean, if you lose money, it doesn't come to me. If I lose money, it doesn't come to you. It goes to the markets. We may right now look at the markets as the actual charts. Let's forget all the coding and whatever subdivisions that are out there. So when a person fails to understand this, what is in my back, if they fail to understand that, then they will try a way to make money indirectly from that. So as a result, that's where they start to scam you. Because you are seeing the person, they are posting the charts, they are posting the cars, they are posting the houses, and you're like, wow, this guy really made it. Wow, this guy is successful, he has all of those things. Right? And those are things that people want. Even for those of you which I've seen, they're like, no, it's motivation, just for inspiration. Yeah, well, I mean, I've been called broke even to a point where I had money, but I was just not spending. Yeah, well, like I was just living my normal life, but I know my bank balance makes sense. And then they'll just be like, ah, he's a scammer, he's lying, he doesn't have money. If he has money, why wouldn't he buy this? If he has money, why wouldn't he buy that? To a point whereby, when I started doing things, bought my first car, bought my second car, started building my house, bought my third car, bought another car. So from that point when I did everything at once, the narrative changed. 612. Yabo, 612. 6 months ago or a year ago, I had nothing. After a few months, I have everything. Menyor. So there are two ways people explain things that they don't understand. Instead of asking, they make suggestions. If a person does not understand what you do, number one, they're gonna say, "Utwele," which for those who don't understand, these ritual things where you have a snake that gives you money. If there was a snake that gives people money, then the bank should have a lot of them. So that's what they assume, first of all. And number two, if people don't understand what you do, they're gonna say it's a scam. So my definition right now of a person who calls another person a scam is that there is a person who is lazy to actually do the work. You are lazy to do the research, you are lazy to do a follow-up. For the sake that you saw my video online today, this is my first video. It is your accountability and responsibility to make a follow-up. When did this guy start? How many videos? Have you ever done any sessions? Where is it from? What are people saying about him? You read in the comment section. You join my channels. You want to see how is it going. You make a follow-up on a person before you give them money. Luckily me, for most of the sessions I do, they are free. So I don't take people's money. Why am I doing this? Another reason. Yes, I have the money, I have the cars, I have the houses. I don't have any other business. I regard myself as a specialty. Sometimes you have one thing that gives you money, and then people they try to start to be vicious, take the money from here and lose it all this side. Just stick on one thing. I'm not saying if you already have something that is going good, close it now. So now, understanding that as a person, people who lack the efforts to practice and do what is necessary for them to actually get the results, they will conclude everything as a scam and they never look at it. But when we really take a look at what happens when a person gets scammed, majority of you are working here. You come to me, I explain, you see what I do, you see what I have, and then you say one thing, I don't have time. And then you delegate your money. Please do it for me. Because for me, I'm working, I don't have time, but I got the money, and then you hand over the money. The person takes the money, they chow it. Even if they take it and put it in an account, they don't understand, they lose all the money. Then you call them a scammer. But you are the one who voluntarily gave them the money. So you are the scammer. Now, the reason why I'm breaking this down, I really want you to understand and other people to understand what is happening out there, right? So if you give a person your money voluntarily, that's upon you. So the purpose of me to teach these seminars and do what I'm doing is to show you the other side that this is not a scam. It's a very good business. Anybody can benefit from. It's a fair industry for all races, for all ages, for all cultures. As long as you understand the market will reward you. And the market is one. While you're looking at the chart in your smartphone, in your laptop, in your screen, in your monitors, the chart is one. We all go there in the same approach, and we get what we see in the market. Just like the 714 method, the method doesn't change. We repeat it every day. But sometimes I personally lose trades, others they make money because the point or the environment I'm at mentally at that time or focus is not the same. Just like yesterday, I lost NFP. Uh, some guy made over 100,000 just yesterday. For those of which I was trading with live, we lost the trade. Why? Because the perceptions were different. So I lost NFP, but I made money in the morning because I started trading from 7 up until 2 p.m. Then I closed my trades. Then I made another deposit, and then that's why I lost. I lost what? A trade. There's a difference. You can lose a trade, you can lose an account. But if you are greedy, you lose both. And most people, they lose both simply because they want to make a lot of money fast. I can assure you with this, constantly you will make a million. I didn't give you the date. I didn't say when, but I said you will make a million. How are you going to notice this? The first early days of you making money, you're gonna make money, spend it, make money, buy a car, make money, take your girlfriend out, go to a strip club. You must go to a strip club. Yeah, just kidding. So, but the most important thing, um, when you make profit from Forex, it's a very good thing that you take that money, you do something you love. So you can have the feeling of how it is to spend money from something you've never heard of. Because there's people who've been losing for years. I'm talking years, way before even I started trading. They've been losing, right? But they started making profits from the day they came across the 714 method through someone, through whether it's through mentorship or videos on TikTok, videos on YouTube. They watch that, they constantly. So there's a lot of work I'm doing indirectly. We may be 300 here in this room, but once the video is out there, it's posted, it can be able to impact over 100,000 people. You see, so the impact is wider. And you are not here for anybody else. Even you're here with your wife, if she listens very well, she's going to trade the 714 method, make money, and divorce your ass. That's how women are. It's a funny thing. As much as we make more money, we're like, I want to take it to Dubai, I want to take it to Mauritius, I want to take her this, I want to buy her this. And as soon as she makes money, she's like, I'm divorcing this nigga. So I don't know why, but that's how it is naturally. So understanding our mental positioning and where we are. There is something I've once read from a book. It's called Hypnotic Rhythm. Hypnotic Rhythm. How a habit formed, right? Let's say right now you are not used to practicing and back testing and staying on the charts and keeping up all with that. So it's gonna take time, especially if it's your first time. You really need to commit yourself for about 7 days. So you do that to a point whereby you don't have to apply any efforts. That's where whatever you're doing has become a permanent habit. And that is the point that all of us need to practice to up until what we do becomes a permanent habit. So hypnotic rhythm, what is it? It's the final stage of any habit where you even do it without noticing, just like driving a car. The first day you were introduced into a car to drive a car, you were very scared. You were nervous. Some people, they even shake. Women, they just cry. So, first time you don't know anything how to do about that thing. You become fearful, you become doubtful, you don't trust, simply because there is a lack of information. There is a void of information that is not there. That is the only reason why you fear. As a result, the more you practice, then eventually from there, you catch up. So as you catch up, you're getting closer. The fear or the gap of fear get to be closed and reduced. And then now you have confidence. So once you replace that gap of fear, of misinformation with the right information, you get to learn. Then from that point, you need to do that thing without paying attention. So the result of this, there's no point where I'm going to tell you that now you got the 714 method. It's only upon realization. So you need to practice it to a point where you get that aha moment. Like, oh, now I see this thing. This is what Masha was talking about in the first place. And you are the only one who's going to. I don't want you to say that for the fact of impressing me. No, I mean I've already done the work. You need to do this to understand. That's the most thing. I can sell you information. You can buy the book. If you don't do the work, you don't get the results. Because information, knowledge, and practice, which gives you experience, that is what you need. And once you have the experience, you will thoroughly understand. And from that point, everything has become subtle. Then you don't have to struggle. So, regardless of how much money you have, I know that people here are, yeah, I can find living 1 million. It's not about your money. It's all about understanding. Because with capital, without understanding, you will lose your capital. And I don't want you to lose a lot of money fast without you understanding what you're putting your money into. Understand that. I don't want you to lose a lot of money fast by you putting money on something you don't understand. You are there, I taught the 714 method, you are looking at it, it is not as clear, it doesn't make sense, and still you execute the trade. Why are you sponsoring a project you don't understand? The market is not going anywhere. I merely started back in 2018. The market was back from the 19s and the 18, right? It's not something new. And I don't understand these people who are saying Forex is the future. Which future? This thing started back in the 17th century, 17. Even your grandfather was not born by then, and Forex was there. It's just a matter of systems developing. The way that it's been done now, it's much lighter and more in the public. So it is not the future. It is happening now. And you need to grasp it now. Because if you're going to procrastinate, it's also going to delay your results. Okay? So you need to slow down. As I said, you will make as much money as you want, but you will not make it in one day. You will not make $1 million in one trade. Yeah, me, I was lucky. The biggest amount of money I've ever made in a day was 1.4 million in my entire career, ever since I started trading. I started in 2018. That's about 7 years, if not mistaken. So, but only one day I made more than that, right? So generally I make, but it's a good spot. For those of which are working, don't leave your job yet, because you still don't understand what is happening here. Make money from trading. You save that money, even if it means you have to make your annual salary. And I don't say if your annual salary is $500,000, you make that $500,000 and you spend it, and then like, okay, I've made $500,000, then I'm quitting my job. No one is going to support you out there. No one has your back, and you all know that. Even if some of you are here, your parent was like, hey, that was a scam, why are you going there? Some of you, your wives were like, hey, you're going back to these things again, you're gonna get scammed. So there's a lot of negative talk when it comes to Forex, anything in particular. Your wife would rather take her out than actually do this. So by that I mean, no one has your back. No one has support for you. Some of you don't have support structures. Maybe if there is someone who has a strong support structure, it could be less than 10 people. But I'm talking about the majority here. Nobody cares about you, what you do, what you don't. So you have to think for yourself. You need to make decisions for yourself. So the information you're going to be giving out here is what you're going to have to take and do. Because we are only here for each other. Another thing that I often say when it comes to Forex traders is we are in an industry whereby we don't have anyone to report to. Just like you guys, you have me as your mentor. But I have no one. I have to figure it out. Even if you come to me with a problem, I have to break my mind and figure that out. If it means I have to study something, I will have to do that and come back with the answer. You see? So you have us, me and the team, it's better. And please, while we're on the team, if you're phoning the office or you're WhatsApping the office, stop saying I want to speak to Mashaya, because I have delegated tasks. They know their job. Everything you want, all the answers you want, they are there. If you phone my phone and they pick up, get to the point. Stop saying, no, I want to speak to Mashaya. Because even if I'm there, I'm like, Angiku. And when you're just going to wait till he's going to come back, I'm not. I am not the method. I created the method, but I am not the method. There's two. There's Mashaya, there's 714. But honestly, I understand Scott Mapuma, right? As I'm here right now, it's a good thing with Mangpuma, the movement. It's an open space. But mase ngiyiphumela mhlawumbe ikusasa ngikhona la eThekwini sithi ngiye eBNB ngiyayiphumela ngigqokela ishort yami I'm like hey athi ngiye mall yabo ngiyodla and then abantu besebezokuvala futhi angikho stage abantu the only thing they failing to differentiate is the location. If yes kune event he's there to perform, he's there for that. But as a person also you also need your own space yabo where you will just go, people they treat you normal. I mean, I'm not a superhero. I'm trying to celebrate. I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, well, I'm just a normal part of the ocean trial. But yeah, I really understand these frustrations. Nanoguti, you know, Guti, the one thing I love about Forex trading is if you're going to have a career that is going to be based on people, if people, they are the ones who bring you up, the very same group will be responsible for your downfall. But what I like about Forex trading, you can do it in your room, you can lock yourself up, you do your own things, you make money, you lose a trade, you understand, you make money, you celebrate. And the most difficult thing is not being able to share when you make money. Hey, that's the most difficult thing. Because when you win a trade, you want to tell someone, like, hey, he, hello? And have you noticed this? Every time you win a trade, you tell someone, you lose the next one. Now, I don't know why or how, but constantly it keeps happening. Once you make a win, and then you're like, hey, just send a screenshot. Yo, the next one, Ziakal. But yeah, we're generally gonna find a way. So I think things that I don't have to forget while I'm talking. People, they need feedback about the bot. Yo, every day, the bot, how much is it? How much is it's fucking free. I made a video. And here's another thing that people do. When I record a video, I make sure that if I record a video, I give out all the information and then I post it out there. Right? But people, they'll be like, wait, if you bought Rata, what is the bot? When is the bot coming out? How much is it? How do I get it? Which broker use? Like, go back to the fucking video. That's where you'll find the answer. Then that's why I love these seminars, because they are done by me, so I can talk anyhow. Oh. Independent. Yeah, no, I am wearing XM because this is the broker I've been using for over 8 years now. And I've gotten all my money, even though in between there were those back and forth communications, because sometimes if you make a lot of withdrawals, even for them, it's like too much. So they don't know which one. Sometimes they may request your bank statement to verify the transactions, or your POP or POR, whatever those things. And that's why you say, it's a scam. Now you see where my trick works. Yeah, I know some niggas are like, leaving school, I'm going to trading. And now they tell you about the policies, they're like, it's a scam. See what they're doing now. It's a scam. Right? We're also going to talk about copy trading. Anytime demand. Copy trading boards, mentorship. I don't plan my seminars, it's all up here. So that's different between passion and work. I don't plan anything. We only plan for girls. Right, so, okay, I see people are still coming in. There are chairs here, 2 chairs here in the front, and more chairs here in the VIP. I connect 350 as a good VIP. Okay, so now, thank you so much for coming. No, actually, I don't thank you. You're the one who has to win here. Right, thank you so much for coming through and making this seminar a success, because without you, it wouldn't be successful. And actually respecting and trusting. Do you know that there are people who host seminars like this and people pay 2,000, 5,000 and they don't show? Come the date of the seminar, there's no one at the venue, it's even locked. But they were there to take a video and say, we'll be having a seminar here. Because you guys love to pay. Hey, you love to pay, man. You don't ask, you pay and ask questions later. Stop putting money first. Stop putting money first. I mean, I don't take anyone's money. As a result, even for those who say, Masha is a scammer, where is the proof? And then there's no proof. Hey, he's charging mentorship for 10,000. Who has paid for my mentorship and complained? Who has paid for my mentorship and not made money? Because that's what counts. The 714 method has been out there now for like 3 years on social media. That is enough time for anything, because today, if something happens to me or I do something, it can be all over social media. So how come over 3 years no one is complaining? Yabo? So people, they like to talk.
Hayi ba, possible people khona kwenze njani?
Sengiphinde blower futhi.
Again.
Hey mfethu.
Hayi just fund again. Fund again. Phela yikho inkinga lapha ngifaka imali futhi.
Anginayo manje.
Awunayo imali? But the simplest thing you can do right now is just register with XM and get a free $30 bonus.
$30 or 546 rand loy.
Yeah, it's a welcome bonus for every new client from XM.
Itholala mahala.
Yeah, mahala ha.
So ngenze njani ukuze ngiyithole?
No, I'll send you the link. When I just text me on this number 060-461-9426.
Uthole inamba u060 awuphinde futhi
060-461-9426.
Thank you for watching this far. Make sure that you leave a comment in the comment section, you like the video and you share with your friends. But mostly, I would like you to join my community of the 714 method as we do our live trading everyday interaction, whereby we get to ask and answer your questions. Right. So remember, we're also trading with XM, our trusted broker. Open an account under XM, use the code COPY714, which is whereby you will send an account number on our WhatsApp to prove that you have registered your account. And remember, XM will give you a 100% bonus when you make a deposit. So if it's your first time with XM, they will give you $30 worth of credit for you to trade and make money. The good thing is you are not alone. In the community, that's where we're gonna get more interaction and business market updates, whereby we are all observing how the market is moving on a day-to-day basis. See you on the other side.